What's up, guys? Zeenigami here. Let's go through 60 stamina Franky Shogun raid on the Japanese version of One Piece Treasure Cruise. Franky Shogun is a 40-60 stamina raid. He's pretty difficult, being a 60 stamina later on in the game. It's fairly hard to do unless you're using one of the extra special teams. But we're going to be using a Timeskip Luffy, 5-star Luffy team. Hey, you look nice, pretty good. So we're going to be using Timeskip Luffy, 5+ Luffy, and a bunch of free spirit characters. Ace is only available from the 2-year anniversary, but he is a int free spirit character that boosts attack, and that's going to be very nice. Now, Franky's gimmick is that Franky is going to do something in response to you boosting your attack damage, delaying or boosting orbs, and cutting and health cutting. So if you do any one of those things, Franky will do something back to you, and it's all pretty bad stuff. So you have to do stuff in the right order to get around it. So now turn 1, you're going to either have 3 blue characters or 3 green characters up here. The blue characters will despair. Blue characters are 20% health cut. Green is despair for 5 turns, and yellows just attack you. So we want to take out the 3 characters up front first, pretty much on every single team, and then take out the characters in the back after that and just take the hits from these guys. These guys will attack for 3,000, and these guys will cut the health. So the health cut is going to be more dangerous than the regular attack. And same thing for the despair. Despair is generally worse than the regular attack. Unless you have, well, even with it, you want to kill the characters up front first. There's not many teams that doesn't want to do that first. Don't forget, Timeskip Luffy loves it whenever you hit perfects in a row, so we're going to start off by not hitting perfects in a row. Love it. I'm going to look for some recovery orbs. Timeskip Luffy, remember, he works like a Gear 3 Luffy where you want to hit a bunch of perfects to get your damage. And his boost goes up the more perfects you hit, and that final perfect will be very, very hard. So on our burst turn, it's going to be very important that we don't miss our perfects. Here, these guys will be on a 1 or a 2 turn timer. We got not the best cooldowns. We want to... auto target is terrible, so I'm going to have to kill 1, 2, and 3. The guys up front here are going to have a attack every 2 turns. So if you do have to take an attack from one of the guys up front. These green guys will attack for 6,000 every 2 turns. The yellow guys attack for 4,000 every turn. Alright. Cool beans. Take the hit from the turtles. This turtle attacks for 1,600. It has 9 hit points. The elder turtle attacks has 15 hit points and attacks for 3,000 every 3 turns. So it's 2,000 attack here, 3,000 attack here. Don't forget that Timeskip Luffy is reducing my damage when you see me take damage, when you estimate how much damage you're going to take. So we're going to stall a lot here. This is where bulk of your stalling is going to be. Ooh, nice. So we're gonna take hits here. Remember that since this guy is 15 hit points, if you're attacking with 4 hit combos, then you'll do 12 damage and you'll have 3 extra hits. So you can actually eat 2 recovery orbs and still bring him to 1 hit point. So that'll be 5, 5, 4. He has 1 hit point, and then you can get 1 last recovery. So we can do recovery here. And then we can do another recovery. We're gonna hit just for 5 every turn. A second one. And then now we just hit a 4-hit combo and we'll bring him to 1 hit point. And then we just move on. Stage number 3 is going to have a ton of squids. The squids will poison you for 99 turns. So be careful with the squids. We are going to attack 1, 2, and that should take... we'll do 1, 2, 3, and that should take 1 out. Cool. And we'll take 2 more out the next turn. Everything is good. Stage 4, we're gonna have seahorses and the blue rabbit things. The rabbit things, if you get them below 50% health, they will prevent your healing for I think it's 5 turns. I can't remember how much is off the head. But these guys, if you bring them low, they'll prevent your healing. So make sure you take them out when they attack. And once again, we're going to be very careful where our auto target's gonna go. Auto target actually hitting the right things. That's good. Good job, auto target. Look at that, hitting the right things. We're gonna heal. We want to have above 1600 health when we get into Shogun Franky, because Shogun Franky's gonna attack us for 32,000, and we're going to need to take a hit from him using the time skip. Using the coated Sunny. Oops. All right. There we go. The lobster hits for 5,000. Don't forget we have heal per turn to help us get up in our health again. Our orbs do not matter here because we're going to shuffle our orbs when we get in there. I shouldn't have taken that hit. Oh well. That was a bit of a mistake, but it's okay. Our heal per turn will keep us above. Our heal per turn will keep us topped off. Thank you, heal per turn. Franky preemptively prevents. This only prevents poison and toxic, so you can't use Magellan and Croc against him. You can still delay him though, and then you can still do all sorts of other debuffs. He will despair your ship for 3 turns. Oh yeah, I only need 13,000 because of Timeskip Luffy. I keep forgetting about Timeskip Luffy. So you actually need 13,000 for this team, so we have way more than enough health. First, we are going to. We don't have a health cutter. So like I said, Franky does things in response to 3 different specials. If you use an attack boosting special, which we're gonna use first, either one of these, does not matter which one. When you use an attack boosting special, he will boost his defense for 2 turns, and he boosts his defense up to about 450,000. So you're basically not going to do any damage unless you bring his defense to 0. So that's, and Franky already has pretty high defense. Franky has somewhere maybe like 20,000 defense. Like he's got a fairly hefty amount of defense already, and he boosts it up to 400,000 defense now. So you're not doing any damage anymore. And don't forget, whenever your ship is despaired, if you have a health boosting ship like a Whitebeard ship or a or a Mihawk ship, you will lose your health boost from the ship. This is just like if you have no ship equipped. So you lose your attack boost and you lose your health boost, and you can't use your specials. So these first 3 turns, we're not going to be doing anything to him anyways. So we want to use a special to make him boost his defense. We'll either Ace or Apoo, either one. And then we'll use Luffy to delay him for 1 turn. And when we delay him for 1 turn, he will lower our attack by 50%. Also shuffle our orbs. And yeah, and he also has a chance of getting block orbs whenever he does it, block and bomb orbs when he does a shuffle. If you do a health cutting special will paralyze all your characters for 3 turns, and silence all your characters for 3 turns, and clear positive buffs on you. So you lose positive buffs, like if you use attack boost and then do a health cutting, you'll lose them all. You do damage reduction and then use health cut, you lose it all. So those are all bad things. Our first turns we're just going to pass. We can't do anything to Franky here. We're not going to be doing anything until the 1000 Sunny comes back up. Franky will, every other turn, boost his defense, reduce damage taken. He will reduce damage taken. And every other turn he will shuffle our orbs, including bomb, and give us stuff including bomb orbs. So we're just going to pass until Franky gives us our ship back. You can try an attack here if you like. I might be able to get a tiny bit of damage in. I'll just keep it. I'll just keep the orbs. Next turn, whenever we lose our attack reduction, we're going to use the 1000 Sunny too. We'll just get rid of orbs here. But I'm going to keep the purple on the ace. So now we got the ship back. We're going to use the 1000 Sunny too. Reduce damage taken by 50%, which does stack with Timeskip Luffy, so we're going to take 13 damage out of his 32,500 regular attack. We are going to use... No, we're going to use you... We're going to use you next turn. We're going to use the Luffy next turn. So you can just attack now, use Luffy next turn, and then Ace, Sabo, and Doflamingo when Franky is on 2 turns. Get a little damage out here. Boop boop. Boop, boop, boop. 13,300 damage. Here's his defense boosting. This is where we time skip Luffy. And then we're going to pay attention to our orbs because we want to make sure we have blue, green, yellow orbs or matching orbs. Don't forget Doflamingo helps you move them around too. You can either just hope for better orbs, and don't forget that Franky will shuffle your orbs and you can reset that shuffle. So attack, attack, and attack. So Franky shuffles orbs. Oh man, those were some good orbs. And we got only 2 matching orbs, or 3 matching orbs if I put that there. Actually, that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got 4 matching orbs. Okay, this is good. You can exit out, and if you exit out, come back in, Franky will shuffle your orbs again if you don't like what you got. So we're going to move these. We're going to move you here. We're going to move... No, not quite. Yeah, let's go ahead and reset. I want 4 matching orbs. 4 matching orbs. So you can exit out, come back in. Franky will shuffle at the beginning of your turn. So you can just sit here and reset this until you get some really good orbs. If you get Franky below 50%, when he attacks, he'll attack you for 1,325,000 damage. And if you get him below 20%, he'll attack you 1 million, same thing, 1,300,000 damage. And he does that on his first attack below 50% and his first attack below 20%. Once again, you'll see it on the right side of the screen while I'm talking here, but the different things he does are if you use... important to note that if you use a delay or an orb boost, they count as each other. And Franky will only do it to the first time you use that special. That's why we use the Apoo special and the Luffy special early on. This is 1 here. This is not good. It's even worse. This is why we use the Luffy special on turn 1 and the Apoo special on turn 1. Is so that way he will use his attack boosting special response and he'll use his delay response. And once he uses those responses, he will not do them again. So if you do your specials... where a lot of teams are going to be using specials early on to bait out Franky's responses, waiting until you get the ship back, and then attacking him after that turn. You don't forget you can delay him with anything, so you can delay him with Golden Pound Usopp. A very, very nice character is using the Timeskip Nami, because if you use a health cutting, he'll silence all your characters. The Timeskip Nami is immune to silences. She'll remove silences, and she'll remove this paralyze on your characters. There we go. Now those are some good orbs. Okay, so Ace special, Sabo special, and Dofi special. There we go. That's much better. Okay. All we gotta do now is attack in order. Make sure your Ace is your last one because he is the int, and then go by your highest attacks in order. So hit your perfects. Let's freaking rock. There you go. 3.6 million damage if you have the right things around. Remember, Franky has 4 million hit points, so you just gotta do a little bit of damage there. You also have 1 more turn to hit him, although he will have his damage reduction the next turn. So you have 1 more turn for Sabo if you leave him alive with just a little bit of health. That's a team. It's a pretty consistent team. You can even beat Invasion Shanks with this team, if you do get the Invasion Shanks. If you get the Stage 2 with a perfect hit berry, the Invasion Shanks, you can absolutely get it. Anyways, guys, Franky is a Psy Free Spirit powerhouse character. He, once evolved, maxed out, has 1400 attack, which is pretty good. Pretty high Psy attack character. His captain ability boosts the attack of all characters by 2.5 times if you have a red, green, yellow, blue, and int character on your team. So that's pretty cute. It's like 6-star Blackbeard, but instead of looking for class, the captain ability is looking for red, green, blue, yellow, purple. So 1 of every single color. He also boosts hit points by 1.5 times, so you have 1 of every single color. if you have a fighter, slasher, shooter, driven, and free spirit and powerhouse on your team. So I'm sorry. So if you have one of every single color, he boosts attack by 2.5. If you have a fighter, slasher, shooter, driven, free spirit, and powerhouse, then he will also boost health by 50%. Now, effectively, you don't have to worry about free spirit and powerhouse. So he really is looking for fighter, slasher, shooter, driven. If you have fighter, slasher, shooter, driven, then he will also boost health by 50%. And take note that 6-star Blackbeard is a driven character. So you only need a fighter, slasher, and shooter. If you use Franky and Blackbeard, Franky and 6-star Blackbeard are going to be like bestest friends. You just need a rainbow team, all the classes, bestest friends with 6-star Blackbeard. Very, very good captain ability. He also has 3 sockets, and he does socket into Frankies if you have regular Frankies, or you use Frankies to socket into him. His special ability deals 100 times his attack to all enemies, and he will clear enemies' attack up, enrage, end of turn damage, or end of turn percent damage, or end of turn flat damage, and end of turn heal buffs. So if enemy has heal per turn buffs, end of turn damage buffs, attack up, attack boost, or enrage buffs, Franky will remove those buffs from the bad guys. He will also boost the attack of all characters by 1.5 times. So regardless of what type characters you have, he has a 1.5 times boost, just like 6-star Sengoku. And 6-star Sengoku's special is pretty good. So Franky is a very, very good sub too. Franky is amazing. He's super good. He's super... Get him a lot, get a lot of him. Guys, I'm Zeenigami. Good luck farming your Frankies. Check out that Timeskip Luffy 5-star Luffy Plus team, and a bunch of other 6-star character teams, including everyone's favorite Double Akainu. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all stay beautiful.